With the Return of the Ancients season in Path of Exile 2 coming out here in only 2 weeks, I figured I would make a quick video talking about where to find each of the individual beast bosses you can find throughout the campaign, and maybe show off to some people some bosses you might not have known are actually beast. But before we actually get to taming the beast, there are a few things to note. First, you gotta be hunters so you can get the ascendancy of the Spirit Walker, which is the only one that can use the modified version of Tame Beast that will allow it to capture bosses. This skill is located in the Spear skill page, and you can get it around the time you unlock the ability to get your ascendancies. Thankfully though, you do not need to use a spear in order to use this skill. You just need to have the dex requirement of 57. 31 is the level requirement. Okay, so let's get started. So first thing you want to do for the first beast is you want to head to the Mud Burrows. It is a small cave right outside of the starting zone in Act 1. The best way I have found to find it is to hug the walls and move along them until you come upon the cave. Once you do, grab the checkpoint, grab the waypoint if it's there, and head on inside. Once inside, just make your way through till you find the large room and head inside. In here, you'll find the Devourer. Now, quick note, all the bosses we'll be going after today have this little tag showing that they are beast. Oh, before I forget, you can only see this tag if you have the skill Tame Beast equipped. So make sure before going to any of the bosses you do. Alright, now that we have the skill ready, go ahead and weaken the boss, ensuring not to kill it, and then use the skill on it, and then finish this boss off. That was one of the 4 bosses in Act 1 who have the beast tag. Next, we'll be going after the Bramblegeist. This beast is located in the Grail Woods. Once inside, just make your way around until you come upon a thorny arena looking area. Once there, head inside and you'll find the boss. That's 2 down. Now we'll be heading to the hunting grounds, where you will be able to find the Crowbell. Crowbell is not much different from the other bosses, but you will have to chase him down since he has 3 arenas. Worry not though, since each of his arenas are one after the other, and if you follow him through the arenas, you can see where he's going, since he will always head to his next arena after dropping his health to a certain point. You'll know he's ready to be captured once he obtains his veil and heads to his next arena. Then follow him over there, take him out with the skill on him, and you're good to go. For the last of Act 1's beast bosses, let's head to the Grim Tangles. I personally did not expect this boss to be a beast one, but nevertheless it is. I'm talking about the Rotten Druid. Once you have made your way to the Grim Tangles, make your way through till you find a room full of mushrooms. And in that room, there he will be. Prep your skill and take him down. Moving on to Act 2, where there are only 2 campaign beast bosses we can find. The first one being in the Vistari outskirts. Once there, work your way through the area till you find a group of hyenas gathered together. Kill them, and make your way up to the arena where you'll find the Wrathbreaker. Now, we'll be heading to the Lost City waypoint, and once there, we'll be heading back into the Keith area, where you can find Kabbalah, the Constrictor Queen. This boss has a lot of AoE attacks, including a large red curse and the ability to summon minions. but what she'll actually keep as a companion is yet to be seen. And with that, we are finished with the Act 2 beast bosses. Now to move on to Act 3. Act 3 is also home to 2 beast bosses. The first one to be found is located in the jungle rooms. You will know you have found the boss when you come upon large pillars, and once you head inside, there you'll find the mighty Silver Fist. Moving on, we head to the Chimeral Wetlands, where we'll find, well, the Chimera, a boss I think a lot of people will be using. Now, on to Act 4, where we will find a grand total of 3 beast bosses that you can go about obtaining in any order due to the way you get around in Act 4 via the ship. But, for the sake of this list, we will start with the Isle of Kin. Now, the Isle of Kin is quite a large map, but just like the Silver Fist, all you have to do is look for the edges of the arena, like so, and once you do, head inside, and there you'll find the first beast of Act 4, the Blind Beast. Now for a beast I'm personally interested in, we head to the Wakapanu Islands, where you can find the Great White One. This boss has a lot of sweeps and turns, and can dive into the ground and pop out for a lot of damage. But the move that I want to get him for is this huge twister he can do where he turns into 2 smaller tornadoes. This skill looks like it would be a lot of fun to have. Following that, we head to the Shriek Islands, where the boss, the Scourge of the Skies, can be found. This boss I think will be a fan favorite due to its large amount of bleed skills and the fact that it has the ability to summon another boss as well.
Thanks for making me see.
Now I'm getting out of this bloody nest. Over here.
Moving on to the last area, and that would be the Interlude Acts, which is home to 4 beast bosses. But, important thing of note, Act 1 has 0 beast bosses, so there's no reason to actually stop there. That being said though, Act 2 is home to a duo boss at the Kara Crossing, right outside of the Kara Bazaar. There you will find both the Sandworm and the Final Stinger. So if you want both of them, just make sure you have 2 tame beast skills on you when you enter the fight. Now we go for the last 2 beast bosses that can be found in Interlude Act 3. The first one is in Howling Caves, being the Abominable Yeti. Think of it like an ice-based Silver Fist, mainly because it is. Heading back to the Glacial Tarn, we head up till we come upon an entrance to a cave where we'll find the last boss, that being Rakara the Frozen Talon. Another boss that I'm thinking about taming for myself when it comes to this season start. I like the fact that this beast has a bunch of ice attacks and this giant ice prism that I assume has a lot of freeze buildup and has good area coverage. With that, we've reached the end of the video. But before you go, I should tell you that while yes, this video does cover campaign bosses, It does not cover any of the bosses you may find outside of the campaign, like the ones you would find in the trials, or any you would run into in in-game, or hell, any of the new ones that GGG may add with this update. Either way, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.